Hey guys, it's John again, and we're gonna continue to solve our OOP exercises. As you remember from the previous video on the OOP exercises, the simple questions, we already solved like the 7 exercise, and now we are gonna solve the other exercises, of course, in my notes. So I'm gonna share with you all of the exercises in the description below, and let's get started from the screen. So I'm gonna create a new package. Of course, the package name will be the exercise 8. Okay. Then let's read the question. Write an application that reads two integers, determines whether the first is a multiple of a second, and print the result. Okay. So we are going to use the remainder operator. Okay, let's create a main class. Now let's create a number class, of course. I'm going to put a property which is int num. Then constructor will be equal to this num. Okay. So in the main function, I'm gonna of course add the public static void main. Then I'm gonna take from the user input data1. So the constructor will take the system.in. Also the number will be num1, and that will be new number. Also the passed by data1 dot next int value. Then let's write a explaining note here. Okay, first. Then the second, copy all of this data2. num2 data2 will be sent. Okay, so the question is we gotta find the multiple of the second, if the first number is the multiple of the second or not. So let's write a static function here, and it will return a boolean value. The name of the function, the method, is multiple. That sounds understandable, right? So it will take different two arguments. First one is num1, second one is num2, and if num1 num2 equals to 0, sorry, I forgot to write like this, num2 equals to 0, it will return true. If not, it will return false, of course. Actually, I don't need to use the else operator. That's really cool. Let's just write the solution is multiple and say that is multiple. Let's send it to first num object and the second num object. Okay, what is the problem? String to boolean. Okay, we can use the string printf, and we can just put it d, and this will be useful, I think so. Okay, it says just use the string. I think we can't typecast the string. Okay, is it saying another thing? No. Let me just try. I think it works. Okay, first 4, second 2. Okay, it says you gotta read. Okay, let me just make this then false. Maybe it makes more sense. String doesn't match the type of promise specified. Maybe we can use B, then it's better to solve, I think so. It's fine, it works. 4, 2, perfect. Let's try again. 3, 1, okay, that's correct also. 3, 5 is multiple is false. That's perfect, works. Let's go to the next question. So the process of finding the largest volume, maximum of a group values, is used frequently in computer applications. Correct. For example, a program that determines the winner of a sales contest will input the number of units sold by each salesperson. The salesperson who sells the most units wins the contest. Write a Java application that inputs a series of 10 integers and determines and prints the largest integer. Your program should use at least the following 3 variables. Counter. A counter to count to 10, to keep track of how many numbers have been input and determine when all 10 numbers have been processed. Number, the integer most recently input by the user. Okay. Largest, the largest number found so far. Okay, cool. Let's go it. New package exercise 9. It will be the exercise 9. So let me close this and create a new Java class, which is main, and also it will take some number classes, and let's put the number and the constructor, and this dot num equal to num. Cool. So in the void main class, let's take it. Actually, I think we can. Okay, there are two options. We can just say this is a counter and it is going to be 10. I'm not pretty sure if I can write like this, but it's not the correct way, I think. Let's use the int count will be 10. I think we can use byte, it's better. Then the number will be the integer number from the user. This will be 0, and the largest number we are gonna take this from the end, at the end, and it will be 0 also. Okay, so in the first time. So let's take it from the user, these numbers. But I can create a new array. It's going to be named by inputs, and new, let's create, and it will take 10 inputs. That's correct. And we are gonna take those numbers from the user. And the integer, the initialization by e will be the counter. Okay, it will be 0, but it goes to until the counter, right? That's the correct way to solve this. So every time when I write some input, it will be equals to the data from the user, right? That's how I should write, and it will be equal to dot next int. So in that way, I can write every input here. So what is the problem? Okay, inputs never used before, never read. Actually, we're gonna read it. Don't worry. So I will create a while operator, and this operator will be. Actually, I can make this counter. And this condition in the while condition will be the counter. If the counter equals, okay, less than 0, and every time the counter will be negative, like -1, will decrease. So in that thing, we are going to, let's just try to write everything in the input, right? Inputs. So counter. Okay, let's see what's the problem. It's always false. Actually, we can make this more than 0. Oh, that's the wrong way. Actually, I'm not gonna use the while loop. The while loop is not good enough. I'm gonna use another for loop, and this loop will contain 0 to counter. And they want us to the integer most recently input by the user. I'm just gonna take number equals to data.next int, and this number will be declared to the arrays. So the largest number, we are going to look at it right here. So I'm going to do some linear search in the array. Let's write it. So if a number that I take it from the array in the for loop, like the inputs, the count, the e less than, actually I can just think it for the first time. The largest number will be equal to inputs 0. Okay, that's the best way to solve it. Then if 0 equal then the largest number will be that thing. That way we can find the largest number with linear search algorithm. This is ON. This is not a good way to search something, find the largest number, okay? It's not the best way, actually. This is a way to solve. So that way everything will work, and it will work until the counter is 10. Okay, let's see the end result. Oh, let me write here. Largest number is, actually I can use D and printf. It's better. Let's go. By the way, we forgot to put, but let me just not declare to anything. It's better. We forgot to put it, but let me just write here. Actually, printf and number. Let me just write like this. It's better. And this is going to be I plus 1. Actually, like, no, maybe, yeah, this is how it should be. Let's see if it works. Okay, so the first number is going to be 1 3. Oh shit, I forgot to do it on exercise 9. Okay, this is still working on the exercise 8. Let me just solve that first. Okay, that's the thing that I want. Okay, the first number is 1, 4, 2, 6, 5, 8, 2 again, and let's find the largest one, and 7. And the last number will be 0. Okay, it finds the largest number is going to be 0. I think I've done something wrong. Okay, this is the problem. Let's try again. Sorry. Okay, first 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 will be the largest, 8, 6, 4, 2, and that's perfect working linear search algorithm in the arrays. So let's go to the next exercise. Write a Java application that uses looping to print the following table values. Okay, let's see what it is. Let me create a new package named exercise 10, and this will have main class. Okay, write a Java application that uses looping to print the following table of values. Okay, 10 times n, 100 times n. Okay, we gotta write nested for loop. This will be the better way. This will be the best way actually. The first loop will go through from 1 to 5. Another loop is going to take that number and times by the number. Actually, I don't think I'll need a object-oriented approach on this program, but let's go right. Okay, I have two numbers. Start n will be this will be byte, and this will be 1. Then will be 5. Okay, let's go create a for loop. So I will be equal to start n. Then it will go to and then actually start n minus 1 will be better. I'm not pretty sure, but okay, it's no problem. We can just put the equal sign here. So let's see if everything works. Let's just write it like by t, then I. Okay, this is still the old one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do they want us to write like this? I am not pretty sure, like this table. We can do, of course, but let me see if I can put it here. Backward slash. Let me just take it from here. Can put a backward slash. Then let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we are gonna put another loop in it, and it will be 10. This will be also plus 10. Actually, sorry. Okay, this will be firstly 1. Then it will be. Actually, let me just search this, because I just want to create like 10, and the next loop is going to be 100, and next loop is going to be 1000. And I mean, it means that every time the loop through, it will product the j variable by 10. I mean 10 times. I think. Let me just search that one first. Okay, I gotta do it like this. Yep, that's the way. So it will do that for 3 times, like, yeah. And let's see the quest. Let's see this. And actually, yeah, that way we can just see how is the solution. Okay, 1, 1, 2, 1. Let me just use it like this. It will be better solution, I think. Okay, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 5. Okay, so right now we are gonna product this j and I. Let's write this, and we're getting closer. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the first it will start from 10, and it will go until it will start from 1, but it will go like this. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40. That's pretty cool. And right now we are gonna put another Actually, we can just do it like this. Another one, and this will be the 100th one, and this will be, actually we don't need to, let's see what's going on. Okay, I just want to make sure. 1000. Okay, let's put something like this. Okay, 100, 1000, 2000. Okay, that's really cool actually. So if you want me to add, we already done it, but if you want me to add the n ladder or 10 times n ladder here, I can make it something like this. If e equals to 1, I can just write the n and also put something like this. Okay, and this will be a print line. I think it worked. Okay, and I'm not pretty sure if I need this, or sorry, if I'm just gonna write like this, and okay, that works. And if also j is equals to 1, it will write n times 10. Oh, I forgot to write this. Okay, let me just delete this. Okay, it's just, if I create a print line here, oh, it's getting really hard. So I write the first one with n. I'm just gonna write 10 n, 100 n, 1000 n. How can I do that? So every time if e equals to 1, it's just easily write the number. So what about if e equals to 2? It means I gotta write like this. If e equals 1 and j equals to 1, just gotta write the 10. So why is that? Okay, actually, if I don't put something like this, so I think in my opinion it's easy to write like this. Maybe it's better. Okay. n and 10 and 100, sorry, the other side, and let's see how it's going to work. That's how it is. That's really cool. It actually works really cool. Okay, so that is also solved. But how can you close like with the object-oriented approach to this program? I mean, we already created a class which is main class, but also we can create another class called number, and we can take the number, we can just, you know, put these two numbers onto that class. Maybe we can create an object from of that class. We can do it like that. I'm not pretty sure, but this is actually a simple nested for loop algorithm to write this. I'm just gonna make sure how do they solve this question. Okay, let me check. Not this one. Okay, this. They solve different way. You can check it from the description below, but I think my solution is better. because if I do that like 6 or like 10, and if I just run this program, it's going to work really cool. That's my solution. I think it's best. So let's do this, and let's go to the next exercise. Write a complete Java application to prompt the user for the double radius of a sphere, and call method sphere volume 2, calculate and display the volume of the sphere. Use the following statement to calculate the volume. Okay, the double radius of a sphere. Cool, let's go. It's going to be exercise 11. So I'll be adding new Java class, which is main, public static void main. Okay, let's find the radius of that sphere. Okay, so for the double radius of a sphere, and call method sphere volume 2, calculate and display the volume of sphere. Use the following statement to calculate the volume. Let's go. So I'm not pretty sure if I need the, actually I can need it, maybe. Yeah, it makes sense. Let's create a class which is sphere, and that sphere will have a double data type, a radius, and this radius data type, the variable will be declared at the constructor, and it will take a double radius. Then this dot radius will equal to radius. So this method that I'm gonna write right now will return a double data type, and also the name is going to be the sphere volume 2, and this one is going to calculate the radius that it take, and it will return the value of that sphere. So what is the thing? 4.0 divided by 3.0 times math p time math po, and that radius and 3. This will return the number, I think so. Let's go back to the main class and let's create a, so let's just take, actually I can just write like enter radius. So let's take it from the user. This will be data 1 and new scanner. Let's pass the system.in in it. So let's create a sphere from start. That will be the name of sphere, new sphere, and in it we are gonna write next double. I'm gonna choose this one. So if I write, actually I can just write like f and the volume will be actually sphere volume 2 data sphere dot radius. That's the best way actually for object-oriented approach. So let's see if everything is good. Okay, this will return a double data type, doesn't match. So let me check the double data types. Printf java printf double format. Let me check what is the thing. Okay, they say like this. Okay, it's cool. Can just use it as a float. Maybe this is another way. Let me check. So let's run. Enter a radius. Okay, if radius is 2, volume will be 33. Let me check it from online. Find sphere volume, sphere calculator. I'm checking from online if the answer is correct. Let's say 2. Let's call calculate. Okay, volume will be 33.51032 blah blah. Okay, that's perfect. We solve one more question. The next one also after 2 questions we are gonna go over the after 3 questions we are gonna go over the modified class, the actual object-oriented programming questions. So it means these 2 videos on the object-oriented programming, they are just warming us up a little more about programming, like creating algorithms, building better solutions, things like that. So let's solve these questions. Write statements. Actually, let me close this. Write statements that perform the following one-dimensional array operations. Set 10 elements of integer array counts to 0. Okay, add 1 to each of the 15 elements of integer array. Bonus, display the 5 values of integer array best scores in column format. Actually, this question is a little bit doesn't make sense at all, because the questions, their question types is a little bit hard to understand, because it says set the 10 elements of integer array counts to 0. I mean, of course I can make that like, let me create a main class and let me create like the first array int. Let me just say the first array. Let me write this. Okay, sorry, 0 array and new int. This will be actually 10, and I can just write 10 here like a for loop and put every element, put 0 to every element. This is how you can like the right. This is how you can declare an array which is 0 in every element of that array. So let me check this like this and see what's going on. As you can see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, perfect. So this is how I do in the first part. Array counts to 0, add 1 to each of the 15 elements of integer array bonus. Okay, this should be like this, you know. They gotta say the name of the array will be bonus, like this. Let me just copy this. The name of the array will be bonus. And this will have 15 elements. Also, these 15 elements will have plus 1. It will add every element of the bonus array 1. Actually I can do I is better. Yeah, that is better. I think so. Then let me see the solution, the result of that array. So if everything is cool, let me double check. Run. Okay, until 9 it will be, that is correct. Okay, cool, that's also correct. Let me just, you know, run one more time. Okay, cool, it also worked. Third one is will display the 5 values of integer array best scores in column format. Okay, so the best scores will have 5 value, and this 5 value will also have, okay, let's say like this, it's better. Then let me just write this best scores until 5. Actually I can make it best scores length is going to be do the same. Okay, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. That's also worked perfectly. Cool. That one is also done, but it's not like actually the object-oriented approach, because maybe we can create a class named array, or like the 0 array, and maybe we can declare the length of that array inside of that class. Maybe we can do something like this, but these kind of questions are not from the object-oriented programming, I guess so, because this is the first time that I've seen these questions, you know. I didn't check it before. I just like look at online and find the questions, exercises actually. So let me just go over. Actually, I forgot to put package for the 12 questions. Let me put this. Let me just take it from there, inside of it, refactor. Okay, so next question. Write a Java program that reads a string from the keyboard and ups the string twice in a row. First all uppercase, next all lowercase. For instance, the string hello is given. The output will be hello hello. Cool, let's do that. Let me create a main class and PSLM. Cool. So let's take a thing from the user. Input from user. New scanner. System.in. Okay, got the thing. So I'm gonna make some. Okay, I forgot to put again the package. Cool, that will be like this. Let me just close this, send it to me. Perfect. So open it. Cool. Let me create a new Java class which is text. Okay, this name is text, and it will take a string property which is input. Okay, so also the text constructor will take this input and initialize with 1 in the instance, and we're gonna declare a new method which name is in string data type, and the name will be the upper lower in a row. Okay, that's the best name actually. So this will return the input in the instance. This .num will be actually, I gotta use the input, then delete this to uppercase. This will be better, and then it will add also the same thing in lowercase. That's the best solution, I think so. I just write num before, that's the problem. So let's create a text object, and let's initialize it with the text that we took from the user. Data1 dot, actually we should find the next string. I gotta say it's like this. Yeah, that's the best, I think so. So we're gonna write the thing text dot upper lower in a row. That will be the solution in my opinion. Perfect. Just run perfect. Cool. It works really cool. That's another exercise that we solved. Also, we use the object-oriented approach in it. Done. Write a Java application. So this will be the end question and exercise in this video. Then the next video will be about also totally all these questions about object-oriented programming. There are like 20, maybe 15 questions here. It will be fun. Write a Java application that allows users to enter up to 20 integer grades into an array. Stop the loop by typing in -1. Your main method should call an average method that returns the average of the grades. Use the decimal format class to format the average to the 2 decimal places. That's really interesting question. Okay, enter up to 20 integer grades into an array. Stop the loop by typing in -1. Your main method should call an average method that returns the average of the grades. Okay, we can do it. Let's go. Let me create a new package. Package name will be exercise 14, and the new Java class, it will have main class. So first things first, let me create the main method. So this main method will take actually 20 different integer grades, right? Okay, let me create a new Java class which is grade. So this will have the integer score and the grade. Every time the grade created, the object of grade is created, this will take the score and just put that score in the instance property. So this, let me just create the scanner class object, new data, and it will have the new scanner constructor. Let's pass the system.in in it. So then I'm gonna create a for loop here. Okay, it's going to start from 0, then until, actually it's not gonna start from 0 because it says stop the loop by typing in -1. In this case, we can use the -1 with operators like the double minus. This will start from 20 until, yeah, I think so. This will start from 20, cool. Then let me create an array which contains the grades for the users, grades. And this will have 20 items in it. Every time user inputs and score, I will take those items, take that item into that array like this, that data.nextInt. So in that way, I gotta use this like this. But I'm not pretty sure if it's correct because condition e less than 0 is always false. E never is going to be less than 0. Maybe 1? No. E gotta be greater or equal than 0. But it's always true. I think I gotta make this 19. Then make this, if E greater than 0, it will, no, it has to be less than 0. Okay, let me just check. Let me just write everything in it. Okay, then this thing will be grades.length. Just want to make sure that if it's correct or not, because I didn't create the grade object yet. Okay, it doesn't work because it's always false. How does it false? It's not possible. If e equals to 20, let me just check from online. Okay, it says I gotta change this to greater or equals than. Then I gotta use this outside of the class. 1. Okay, it's just like index 20 of out of bounds. Yeah, I gotta use not. No, I shouldn't use that like this. Let me just try one more time. 1. It still bumped the array. Let me just use this like this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11. Okay, I put some different input. Let me try again faster. I gotta cut these things. Okay, I'm doing something wrong. Let me just make this 5 and this one. Okay, this gotta be 5. Like just want to make sure like that if everything is okay. And this one should be, of course, negative, the minus, and this will have also greater than or equal. Then this is grades.length, but -1. Yeah, right now everything is good. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Okay, that's really cool. That's what I wanna write. But in this question, I already learned that I don't have to use this creating a new object thing inside a loop. I can do it outside of the loop. That's really cool. So the next thing, your main method should call an average method. Let me create an average method. Actually, I can do it like this, static, because I gotta reach that method in the main method. Static average. It will take the integer arrays. Actually, it shouldn't be integer array. Yeah, let's use it. Okay, it could be integer array. Grades. It will return. Okay, just the type. So in this function, I gotta create another loop. Then this loop will start from 0 until that grades.length. Then it will have a total point and also the average. Actually, I don't need the average. Average can return it in the end. So if I divide the total score by grades.length, the length of the array, and every time when I get something, I can just add it in the total. Perfect. Here I'm gonna write average is average grades. So this is not right now a string. Let me use it like a string. Okay, that's really cool. So right now I'm gonna add some object-oriented approach in it. So 2 things. Let me create a new grade here and put that number to in. After that, I gotta add this score in the thing. That will be a good way. I can also put all class in it, but it's not gonna be int. I gotta create the grade object of arrays like this. Maybe I can do it like that. So this will be have like this. This is going to be cool, and this is also the score, and also I'm going to send the It's going to return an integer. Okay, cool. But it will take a grade thing. So this, also the score, and yeah, that's cool. That's how I wanna do. Okay, let me create 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Average is 30. That's perfect. Perfectly rounds. Okay, that's actually the last exercise that I'll do in this video. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like it and I hope it adds something to you. And if you like this kind of videos, please don't forget to like this video, and also if you can subscribe to the channel, it will be crazy for me. See you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.